So now I'm graduated, right? And
One of my first jobs was at Electro Records,
okay.
where I had to really, I had to love music. I had to know different types
So
of
what did you do at Electro?
I was a college intern, so I was the girl at the clubs who pushed the music to the DJs.
Okay.
So I got in for free.
Okay.
And I had to keep a clear head. So I've never been a drinker. But I pushed the music to the DJs. So, and I would have to be in contact with them because if you heard the music in the club, then you would want to hear the music on the radio because back then people used to call in and request songs. So that was my job.
Interesting.
Yep. And so when the rep would come in, he would always pick up the college interns. And I think the rep for this area, he also did Ohio and Columbus because it was different reps. It was the artist rep and it was the label rep. And they always had to follow the artist, which was something new that I didn't know. I thought that I just thought they had a different rep, and I thought that was the life I wanted to live because it was just like, we out here, like we live in this big life. And somebody that I know got, actually, I'm not going to tell this story on camera. I'll tell you the story off camera. But I'm not going to tell the story on camera. And I was just like, I don't want to do this anymore. And so I was just like, okay, what's next? And I just finished school. But go ahead, go back to your story.
So I graduated. I started working in the studio. And I realized that I didn't like it. So I went to school for it. I'm finally working in the studio and realized I didn't like it. But so this is kind of how the business part kind of merged, right? And the reason I didn't like it is because the same people I would see coming into the studio time and time again, recording, never did anything after that.
Oh, wow.
And so you have people coming into the studio and they're recording and they're going to listen to, Scarface or whatever they listen to. And they're not really focused on the music they just came in there and did. And so I was wondering, I was like, well, I wonder why is that? So I'm curious.
Oh my goodness. I know where this is going.
And so I realized that a lot of the artists that were coming in there recording, they knew the music, but they didn't know the business. And so I immersed myself into the business. I went and bought almost any book you could think of music around that time.